All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are at an awesome cruise, and it's the Hines cruise. It's probably the best in Southeast Michigan as far as I'm concerned. The cars have to be 25 years or older to participate in this, and we just have a ton of cars. And the gates opened up just a little while ago, and it's just tons and tons of cars. But I'm sitting here with my buddy, and I'm like, it'd be a good opportunity and a good time to do a little bit of an interview with him about his car. We've been wanting to do this for a while. So Kevin, tell us about your car, man.
So, hi, I'm Kevin. This is my 1960 Imperial Custom Southampton.
Okay.
It's a two-door in Alaskan white.
So what's the drivetrain in this guy?
This is a 413.
413. Wow. Alaskan white, huh?
Yep. So back in the day, Virgil Exner of Chrysler and Harvey Earl of General Motors were really trying to one-up each other. And Imperial was supposed to be like the Lincoln or the Cadillac of the Chrysler division.
Right on. I mean, obviously, like the space age kind of look going on with the tail lights, right? But probably your favorite aspect of this car is the fins, I would say.
Fins and chrome.
Man, I know you've wanted a fin car for quite a while, and you finally have one here. And so you said this is the Southampton, right?
Correct.
So what would be the difference with like the Crown, Imperial Crown?
So the Crown was a step up.
Okay.
So they had the key thing is there weren't many two doors. Majority of Imperials were all four doors.
Okay.
So the Custom Southampton was their base model, if you will, for Imperial.
Mm-hmm.
A step up from that was the Crown, and then a step up from that was the LeBaron. But Imperial in 1960 only made, I want to say 14 or 15,000 cars, something like that. It was very, very low numbers. And in the two-door Southampton, they only made 1,498. And so it's
1,498.
Yeah. So relatively rare car.
Sure.
And then, you know, the sad reality, back in the day with the demolition derbies, the Imperials were the car to beat. So to the point that a lot of them would actually say no imps, you know, no Imperials. They banned them.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But if someone brought an Imperial, so
look at all that metal back there, though, right?
Oh, it's ridiculous. And they even, you know, again, Virgil Exner of Chrysler was, you know, Harvey Earl. They were always trying to one-up each other. So they even made like the steel was a little bit thicker gauge. You know, well, Cadillac only did that. You know, there was a, well, Imperial did this. Well, Cadillac's going to do this. You know, they were always just
probably start talking about quality and all that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah, I think the advertisement was America's finest built car. They were all hand built, and they did a very rigorous testing on them.
These were all hand built?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know
like
that.
All the like the fins and stuff. I mean, that's all, you know, back in that day was, you know, leaded in. You know, I mean, you know, you couldn't get stamping dies to do that. Even you know,
sharp, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
And it's like anything else. Take it with a grain of salt. You hear so many different things, but like one of the main features is this panel right here.
Yeah.
And a lot of people always point that out. And one of the things that I was told is this car is actually 6 inches wider than a normal car. So when they were trying to do the stamping and stuff, you know, just with the standards, by doing this, it gave them like a leeway or a way to adjust, you know, so, but it gives it a really nice style.
Yeah, very cool. I mean, there's just a lot of ornate touches to it, you know. There's a lot of trim. Obviously, the very fancy Imperial logo here, just really, really nice. For you young kids that can't read cursive, it says Imperial. I was going to joke on that one, but you know, just a lot of different trim. There's trim up on the top here. Again, these are very classic and just awesome. Good condition too. And then, is there actually a tire in there underneath this? Or?
There is not.
Okay.
So
yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah, and actually, this one is a 60, but one of my favorite jokes, Jay Leno has a 58. And
turn signal up top here?
I believe it's just a marker light.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you, but yeah. Oh,
so,
very clean.
But the trunk in this thing is enormous, and Jay Leno made the comment about, you know, gangsters used to love these back in the day. And
sure.
you know, you can fit I think he said 4 bodies in the trunk, 6 if you cut them up.
Okay. Good old Jay. Yeah, car guy for sure. Right? That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I've never had a look inside one of these, but definitely part of the design, right? To have that bubble on there. I mean, what looks like the tire would go there, but it's actually here on the side. So it's pretty cool. Jack instructions. Definitely clean. So where'd you, is this like a Michigan car? Where'd you find it?
It is not. So the car was originally New Jersey. It was woman owned.
Okay.
And from the history that I was able to recover, she owned the car from new and sold it in, I believe it was December of '79. Car had, I think it was 38,000 miles on it at the time.
Wow.
And at that point, it ended up being taken over by the president of the Imperial Club in New York. So it made its way over there, and then he kept it in his private collection. And then a local guy, actually Bill, bought the car and brought it to Michigan with I believe a few other cars from the estate. And as you had mentioned, I was looking for a Finn car. You know, I mean, the Chrysler 300s are beautiful. You know, the Plymouth Fury. There's so many of them.
Yeah, it's true.
But the rarest and coolest in my mind is the Imperial. So it's what I really wanted.
Yeah.
And when I saw the two-door roll in actually at Packard Proving Grounds, I mean, my mouth fell to the ground. I literally just followed the car, and Bill stepped out of it, who I had known previously.
Sure.
So I just kind of bird dogged him and said, if you ever think of selling this car, you know, and sure enough, one day he texted me and we made it happen.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's take a look under here, under the bonnets.
Oh, I can do that.
But yeah, I think the Imperial crown had a little crown on the top, right?
Correct.
And now you said the LeBaron would have been the top?
Correct. The LeBaron was like their limousine. I believe they only made 13 in 1960.
Wow. Oh, very nice. And you drive this like all over the place.
Oh yeah.
So probably floats like a cloud, eh?
It does.
Like you're on a cloud.
Well, even last year we did that old 27.
Nice.
So I think I put 1,500 miles on it last summer.
Okay. Wow. Well, I love that you drive it, man, and it's a very pretty car. I mean, it's difficult to miss going down the road. Wow.
Yeah, almost 19 feet long.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what do you think, man? We're gonna take a ride?
For sure.
Let's do it. I've never been in a 60 Imperial. It's definitely nice in here and roomy. As you can tell, there's the Imperial logo here. But push button trans, right?
Correct. Yeah, torque flight.
Love the gauges on these older, these 50s and 60s, early 60s cars. And I also noticed that you have, did you just redo this interior?
I did. So the cloth had some fraying in it.
Cool. Okay.
So I was able to get the original material from SMS and found Shelby Trim was able to actually stitch it.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, because they got the little crowns in there, and it's really nice, even on the sides here. Power windows. Boy, that's fancy. The wind lace is in good condition here.
I gotta see if I can.
The top is nice too. So as I mentioned, you know, we're at Hines Cruise, and it's just amazing cruise. I mean, you've been coming to this for quite a while now, right?
Yeah, first year was 18 that I came.
Okay. What do you think?
I love it. I kind of talk about, you know, I mean, again, I don't want to, you know, put down like, you know, Woodward. I know there's some people that really love that show,
Right.
but you know, for me, you get too many non-car people. It's almost like a party, you know. So you get like that, the drinking, and again, while newer cars are cool,
Right.
the challenge of some of the newer cars are some of the people that get in them want to drive aggressively to show you the power of the new cars.
Yeah.
And if those cars get away, you know, they smash into the back of these things. Like, you know, you can't find the taillights on a 60 Imperial.
Pretty difficult.
You know? Yeah. So there's, you know, there's a level of that, and that's one of the things that's nice about, you know, the Hines Cruise is, you know, being that they restrict, you know, who's in here. I mean, here we are going for a nice cruise on down the road, and we're not in bumper-to-bumper traffic overheating.
Yeah, I think that is part of the beauty of this cruise, is that you can keep moving. There are some areas that are more congested. Definitely the center of this cruise. There's a lot of people on the side of the road and things, and there's actually some food trucks and whatnot that way. But overall, I mean, you're still moving pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, and I agree with you. You know, Woodward, it has its place and things, and everybody's welcome, but it just gets a little too congested with the everyday daily drivers that I can see all the time. Now, they used to have signs, as you remember, where cruisers were in the right two lanes. The signs would say, you know, have arrows pointing down, but nobody obeyed them, so they didn't even put the signs up.
Yeah.
You know, but wow, this car is definitely smooth as can be. Probably put you to sleep if you went on a long cruise, right? Wow.
Well, it's one of the things we joke about, you know, between this one and the, you know, the Rib, you know, both of them drive so nice.
Yeah.
You know, Karen falls asleep usually within, you know, 15, 20 minutes at most.
Right. So electric antenna or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Antenna.
Because I know some of the models, you know, they had a manual, but you could still have a three stage, so it'd be pretty tall antenna.
Yeah, I mean, the car's relatively, you know, mildly optioned. I mean, it does have the power windows, as you noted.
Mm-hmm.
One of the cool features, it has the blue glass. So, like, all the glass has like a blue tint to it.
Okay.
It does have front and rear defroster. For whatever reason, when the lady ordered it, it doesn't have air conditioning, which is kind of interesting. But truth of the matter, most of the time they don't work nowadays, anyways. So.
Gotcha.
You know, you open up the vent windows.
So does the air work or no?
The heat does, but there's no air conditioning.
Okay.
You know, so the heat and the vents and stuff do work.
Wow. Yeah, it's going to be an amazing day. I mean, maybe we can make a couple laps, you know?
Yeah.
So
I don't know if you want to go all the way down or turn around at some
you can
point.
turn whenever. It's up to you. But yeah, you know, it's very nice and comfortable to cruise in this car. Beautiful. And then the people in Sweden and in Europe, they love these Finn cars. And when you go there, you see a lot of them.
One of the things that's also kind of interesting, if you didn't notice, the turn signals are a lever. So it doesn't have like a normal. There's actually this little switch here.
Oh, I did not know that.
That you like push right or left.
Yeah.
And then when you're doing it, the lights here will flash to let you know.
So does it illuminate like a blue kind of look, or
A little green.
Okay.
So the dash, again, you know, you're not going to see it in the daylight, but they had, as you were talking earlier, the electroluminescent, which is just an incredible thing to see. It's you know, it kind of glows in like a neon blue.
Yeah, a lot of people giving thumbs up and making comments and things about the car as we roll by. And oh man, some more movie cars rolling in right there.
One of the reasons this might be a good thing is with as smooth as this car is and as quiet.
Yeah. just a great cruise. So many cool cars to see. I mean, I would say August, right, is the hottest car month, wouldn't you?
Yeah, for sure.
And you know, all these cars come out to play and things, but I tell you, once this show and maybe another show, I mean, a lot of these cars start getting mothballed and put away in storage. You know, once the temperature kind of switches, these cars will all go into hiding. And it takes quite a bit to keep an old car running, you know? It's definitely not like today's car. There's some maintenance that needs to be done.
Yeah, it's one of the things along the lines of the maintenance. You know, I know, like with your Coronet, you know, you restored it, you put that car together, and there's, you know, I mean, that's a great part of the story. You know, but like with these, you know, I mean, you know, for the most part, this car's a survivor. You know, I mean, it's, you know, I don't know exactly where that line is because it's had a repaint. You know, now some of the interior, and you know, but it's, you know, I'm trying to preserve it. Maybe that's a better word. But you know, people are like, "Oh, did you do this yourself?" And it's like, you know, you're always working on these. You know, it's like, you know, I may not have done a bolt by bolt restoration, but yeah, like you said, you're always crawling underneath and fixing this, or you know, redoing that, or you know, the radiator.
Looking it over,
for sure.
Oh my
God! I just had the radiator redone on this one, and
I forgot about that. But yeah, very true, man. All right, so now we got Cruising with Corey over here. What's going on, hey guys? Hey. So we got the road knights and we got the hood rats over there. So we may as well touch on that, you know. So Metro Detroit, maybe Michigan in general, but I know Metro Detroit, we have a lot of car clubs. And to me, I don't know if you disagree or not, but car culture is pretty darn strong.
Absolutely.
In the Detroit area. And, you know, I know, like, so we're part of Twisted Axle Car Club, and I know everybody will come up, hey man, this is a Mopar club, but it's really not. But I will say that in Metro Detroit area, it is Mopar heavy. I've been to other parts of the country, and you've traveled quite a bit, and a lot of those other areas, they're Chevy country, Ford country. They're not really, you don't see as many Mopars, but here it's definitely Mopar heavy. But the car clubs, they're just, I mean, you'll drive today, right, and you'll just see car clubs on both sides all the way down. It's killer.
And it's a great network as well. I mean, and you know, and something that's kind of cool, there's different car clubs and different things, and they might feature or you know, specialize in certain cars of, you know, this one likes more of the, like you said, you know, maybe more Chevy, or there's a, you know, just Thunderbirds or just Camaros or just Corvettes or whatever. Then there's also, you know, clubs that are going to focus more on like the lowrider vibe, or the rat rod vibe, or those type of things. And you know, I'm often asked, you know, hey, you know, what do you think of this rat rod, or what do you think of this long roof, or what do you think of that? And you know, my standard answer is, even if it's not for you, what makes this car culture so cool is the variety. You know, you want to see those unique cars. You want to see the ones that stand out.
I agree.
Some of them are going to be, you know, original. Some of them are going to be hopped up race cars, and some of them are going to be tricked out to points that are unrecognizable. But that's what makes it such a cool, passionate hobby. You know, is that variety. You know,
and I will definitely say for us, because we're out every weekend. So the way we look at it is, we're Detroit, right? We should all cruise together, be together, and enjoy the cars. Some of these cars may not be your cup of tea.
Absolutely.
But at least you can respect the guy's car, his choice. Maybe he can't afford it or doesn't have the means. Maybe his dad gave him the car. you never really know, right? I mean, take a look at this. I mean, this is a Cadillac over here?
Yeah, it's a 59. The white one's a 59 Caddy.
Wow. And look at this. I don't even know what this one on the right here is.
It's a Cadillac. Might be a LaSalle. Probably about a late 40s, my guess.
Beautiful, beautiful thing. But you're not going to see many of those.
But, you know, again, you know, as we're in this Imperial, I mean, this is not everyone's cup of tea, you know. I mean, it is gaudy and audacious, you know. I mean, it's just the big fins, the chrome, the over-elaborate, you know, everything they were trying to do. And for me, that's why I love it, you know. But for other people, it's not their thing, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's from a different point in time, for sure. And that's another cool part of it. It's generational, right?
For sure.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Detroit area, very cool. You know, we go to these shows and we have everybody, all kinds of cars parked together, and we're just Detroit and doing our thing. So it's good. Got another 60 Imperial over there.
Yeah, that's that four-door. I've seen that one around.
Okay. Wow, that's cool. All right, so this is one of the more crowded areas here. You'll see a lot of cars on both sides. As I mentioned, they got some food trucks over on this side here. It's got some empanadas and some chimichangas. Oh, yeah. As you guys can tell, the car is a hit. You don't see many of them, you know, and man, look at this. There's so much cool stuff over here. So yeah, bring your barbecue out here. $5 donation to get into the park. And you know, that's not much. A lot of times you go to a show, you got to pay 20 bucks to get in, right?
Yeah.
But in order for us to get our spot, we paid a little bit more money and we're able to reserve the spot.
More caddies, nice rolls.
That is nice rolls.
Do you remember Hines Drive? Is that 7 or 9 miles?
I want to say it's 7.
Is it 7?
At least the cruise part.
Yeah.
Hines is obviously longer. Beautiful day.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm friends with a lot of the local car clubs. I know quite a few of the guys from the Hoodlums Car Club. DYS Car Club, I'm sure, is going to be out here too. These guys have a different style with these bigger wheels, these Grand Prix, big cars that are they're kind of jacked up. I believe that's something that one of their founders did back in the day, and that style kind of stuck. And then they came up with that name. So now this is one of the busier areas. I don't want to call it a traffic jam, but it is still moving. It's just slow. So I didn't feel like bringing my Coronet today because it's a stick, you know? Uh-oh, somebody doing a burnout up there. Figured the Scamp would just be easier.
Yeah.
All right, so the movie car section is right here. Got the Munster Coach, General Lee, Dumb and Dumber Mutt Car, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Monkeys, Batmobile, Speed Racer,
Knight Rider.
Knight Rider. So some of the people that follow my page, you know, I made a post actually about car cruises and things, and it was about Dream Cruise, and it was about having the cars. Would it be better if the cruise cars had to be 25 years or older? And it was actually 75% of the people said yes. There were several hundred people that had commented on that post. But another person had brought up the fact that, you know, something that's a 98 Jeep and Dodge Rams and things, those are now 25 years old. And I get that, you know, I guess you have to draw the line at some point.
Well, the thing is, you don't want it looking like a dealership parking lot, you know.
Yeah.
And I do understand, you know, some of the cars, you know, you could make the argument, you know, certainly like a Hellcat or you know, maybe a Z06 Corvette, some of these specialty cars, you know, that you could say, you know, back in the day, that's what was Cruisin Woodwards. They were, you know, they were new cars then, but you know, maybe the thing, and I don't know how you would define it. But,
Thank you.
But ultimately, you don't want daily drivers out there. You know, you want something that someone is gonna, you know, they're gonna be passionate about, you know, for whatever reason, whether it's that they've modified it, they've built it up, they've tricked it out, they've, you know, or even just because they love it and they polish it every day, you know. But there's something to be said about, you know, making the car special and unique, and not just you know, not your mom's PT Cruiser, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the PT Cruiser's probably close to 25 years old.
Some of them.
You know, it's getting there, right? But yeah, I agree with you. That there's kind of a fine line there. Specialty vehicles, I definitely get that, you know, because if you just look at the age only, it's kind of a difficult one. But we know some people that have some specialty cars, you know.
Sorry.
It might be your boss. You're supposed to be at work. So yeah, for the 25-year thing, you know, if you just look at 25 years, it does exclude a lot of cars. But I guess I could make some exceptions, in my opinion, that, you know, if the car was a specialty car, maybe it was dressed up like the Lions, you know, Detroit Lions,
yeah,
or sports club, or, you know, if it's modified now has a blower, supercars for sure, right? Because those obviously are dream cars. I mean, when we were back in the day when we were kids, you know, we had Lamborghinis and Ferraris on our walls, you know. Yeah, that was the thing, you know. And of course, those were new cars, but they were unattainable to us. There was no way we were getting something like that. So I guess I understand that. For the Woodward Dream Cruise type of stuff, I don't know how you would police that. It makes it difficult, but they're able to do it here.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think the difference here is because there's limited access to this road, they close it off on each end, so it allows them to have a different level of control. You know, with Woodward, and again, you know, like anything, you know, there's pros and cons. What the vision of Woodward was, you know, some people will say it's a dream cruise, not a classic car cruise.
Right.
And you know, it's that people are getting out there and people are trying to enjoy the car culture and reliving, you know, what once was and that type of a thing. And there's a level of validity to that. However, there's also a limit. And once something grows, I mean, I remember when Woodward was, you know, a couple 100,000 people, which is still enormous.
Right.
I haven't even gotten a count. I bet you it was, you know, probably at least 1.5, 2 million people this year.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know, so when you start getting that, you're watering down what you're trying to see and experience.
Yeah, these things are wild. Look at that. Keep hitting the side thing. All right, so this is the turnaround area here. A lot of people hanging out back here. It's just a nice little loop. Good spot to be. You definitely see a high concentration of cars, and the cars will be going slow too. So you get a chance to check them out. Boy, that Torino's nice right there. I think that 55 too. I mean, these guys brought their trailers in right there. That's a badass car. Wow. Man, Hemi Challenger, 70. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. A lot of awesome cars.
And that falls into what you were kind of, you know, again, yes, the club is Mopar heavy, but you know, the variety. I mean, how do you look at some of these cars? I mean, and not think they're gorgeous, you know? I mean,
yeah,
you know, just
for sure. I mean, and just the level of craftsmanship, but even something like this, right? This swinger, it's rough, but that person's driving it.
Oh, yeah.
I can definitely appreciate that too, you know?
And that's my big thing. I don't understand how you could have something like this and leave it in the garage. I mean, I understand wanting to preserve and, you know, but they're meant to be driven and so much fun.
I get it. So yeah, I mean, as we're driving through here, right, we've had so many people in these last few miles going, oh, check that out, Imperial, yeah, you know, they're all, because one, you don't see a lot of these cars, but it's a gorgeous car. But so then it made me think, like, let's just say that this was for cars that were 25 and newer, right? Would everybody be going, oh, look at that Challenger and that Challenger and that Challenger and that Challenger and that Challenger. Hey, how about that Mustang? You know, yeah. I don't know if it would.
I'll have fun.
All right, you take care, man. Get us lots of pictures, okay?
Already took 3,000.
Oh my gosh. So that guy, that's James Frank from our area. He takes a lot of pictures. And I have no idea who's calling my name, but this is a wild area right here. It is packed down here, for sure. It is gonna take me some time to edit this video, I tell you what. Wow. Two Old Guys and Friends. That's the name of their car club. Still got that green car behind us?
Yep.
All
Check out
right.
that Buick. Oh, those are cool too. It's probably a 60.
Wow. I don't know, was that an Invicta?
Yeah,
It kind of has that
Invicta
sort
or
of
the LaSalle or something.
that sort of flare to the sides, like the
Yeah.
eyes almost scowling, you know?
Like I said, I know they're not the most popular, but late 50s, early 60s fins and chrome, that's my wheelhouse, man. I just love them all. And, the
They are
Buicks,
cool.
the Caddies, the, you know.
Definitely
All of
elegant,
them.
elegant cars. I definitely like the 50s cars and things. I just don't know if that's really my style at this time, you know? Definitely more into the muscle cars. But man, I could see myself with an old truck though, I guess.
Yeah, and that's just it. I mean, you know, it's like part of me, you know, like I said in one of the other things of, you know, when I was young, it was all about going fast. And yes, there's still an excitement with that, you know, obviously when we go to Ubley, you know, with the Daytona and stuff like that. I mean, it's, you know, there's a rush that comes with speed, but for a lot of the road trips and stuff that we like to do, you know, you get in something like this, and I mean, you know, I've driven this car to the Gilmore, I think 2 or 3 times,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, you know.
Well, it's like slow and steady wins the race, man. There's just no need to rush that, you know. I don't know if my camera's still recording or not, because the display went out, because I think it's getting hot. Yeah, I like some of these areas.
I don't know if I'm. Oh
blue?
yeah, I'm on. Yep.
All right. All right, so man, that was a great cruise going down Hines, and it was nice talking with you about all the different things going on in Metro Detroit area. But I really do appreciate you taking me for a spin in the car. I mean, I think I got to take a nap now because that thing is just so smooth and quiet, and it's just beautiful. But man, it is popular out here for sure, and I'm glad you drive it as much as you do, man.
No, thank you.
Yeah, but thanks for taking me for a ride.
Yeah, you can lay down in the back seat and you can stretch out.
I might do that, you never know. All right, well, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks again. Hit that subscribe button, really do appreciate it. And we'll talk to you later. I got a lot more video to take out here on Hines Drive. So see you guys, bye. All right, so I'm gonna make a little bit of a walk here just because a bunch of cars showed up, and this thing is just tremendous. Black, but very well done. A lot of high-end stuff out here today. Nice looking truck. All right, so let's take a walk by some of the twisted axle cars out here.
The other one.
Hey, what's going on?
fundi, seperti menerapkan di tempat.
probably the most packed I've ever seen it going westbound. These guys are just stacked way back there. I don't think I've ever seen it like this, but you got perfect weather and it makes for just a perfect show. A lot of people show up. It's awesome. Alright, so we're gonna make our way down into here. We got the AMC club down here, and the Brohams, probably some other car clubs. It's cool. We got a bunch of Grand Nationals back here. I know some of these guys, boy. Nice. My friend Quentin down there. Good deal, good deal. Let's make our way over here. So we're gonna make our way down over here and check out these cars. Some really cool stuff. So let's check out this car over here. We've already seen the white Roadrunner, but this thing is awesome. So it's about 3 and the show is supposed to officially end at 4. I'm gonna make my way around here and circle and check out the cars. Man, that's a nice 66 here. I like the Cuda in silver, looks good. Let's make our way down over here. That's a nice looking car.
That's what I said. See what I mean? I love you guys. But yeah, I mean, look at my back. No, you're that face.
No, I get it. That's
crazy. That's so much better. That's what he said. No, but when I told him, like, I went through the same thing. Remember that? You're like, what? I'm like, I love.
Alright, so somebody was commenting a while ago when we did Mopars at the Donut Cutter that they wanted to see more of this car. So here it is.
Like, they'll slap you in your face.
Good thing you got safety glasses on. Put an eye out on it.
Alright. Lots of cool stuff down here.
Right, at least 15, right. So for 10 it was a deal, but right away I was too.
Alright, it's cool. That's in the Grand Prix. All right, so let's see if we can get into some drone footage. Maybe we can send the drone up over here and maybe even down the road and see what we got. Man. Got some awesome cars. Studebaker Hawk. Insane amount of cars today. Oh my gosh, a lot. Yeah. Oh, I see the one car there that broke down over there. It's a nice looking Coronet. So the show officially ends at 4 o'clock and it's 4:10 right now. Still got a lot of guys hanging out and chilling, hanging out with their buddies and stuff like that. But I am seeing a lot of cars taking off and the pack's starting to thin out here. But it is Sunday, so I know a lot of guys got to go back to work. Lucky for me, I took the day off. But very, very cool, great show. Love seeing all the cars, talking with all my friends. Cool Savoy right here. See, we just go right out there. So yeah, great time. I appreciate you guys watching. Lots of cool cars. Girls on bikes. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna go that way.
Huh?
I said we're gonna go that way. All right, guys, thanks for watching. It was a great day. Getting a little cloudy right now. Looks like it could rain a little bit. But as you can tell, we still have a bunch of cars. These are a lot of the locals here. And there's still cars cruising up and down. A lot of cars over here still. We got a few back over here. Well, we just packed all our stuff and it's time for us to hit it. Gotta go home, take care of stuff at home. But really appreciate you guys watching. Hit that subscribe button. Really do appreciate it. And we'll talk to you guys next time.